Very good morning, dear students, or rather you can say a very Sunday morning. संडे के दिन भी आज हम मीटिंग में लेबल हैं सारे के सारे हैं। किस वजह से? क्योंकि आज हमें पता है आज हमारी जो प्रेजेंटेशन का दौर चल रहा था पिछले कुछ टाइम से, पिछले काफ़ी हफ्तों से चल रहा था ये, तो आज उसकी क्लोजिंग सेरेमनी एक तरह से लास्ट प्रेजेंटेशन है हमारी, कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट प्रेजेंटेशन है। उसके बाद शायद ये दौर यहीं विराम लग जाएगा, इसको ख़त्म हो जाएगा। बट ये बिल्कुल ख़त्म नहीं होगा, तो दोबारा कभी शुरू होगा इन फ्यूचर भी, अगर मौका मिलेगा तो, या आप लोगों को कहीं आप कहीं और होगे तो चीज़ को शुरुआत कर सकते हो। बट अभी के लिए आज का जो प्रेजेंटेशन का जो दौर है, जो आज के दिन हम लोग करने वाले हैं, तो हमारे जो सबसे पहले प्रेजेंटर हैं आज वो है तनु। और तनु हमारे साथ हार्ड सॉफ्ट एसिड बेस थ्योरी को डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। बड़ा ही इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है, हम लोगों ने पढ़ा भी है पहले, और स्टूडेंट्स हम लोगों के साथ डिस्कस किया है इसको पहले। तो चलिए हम शुरुआत करते हैं अपने आज की प्रेजेंटेशन की तनु के साथ। नाउ बेटा तनु, यू मे प्रोसीड विद योर प्रेजेंटेशन।
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Today, I am Tanu, going to discuss about the concept of hard and soft acid-base theory. So let's start. Before proceeding toward HACB theory, I will discuss about the polarization. So what is polarization? Polarization is the distortion of electron cloud of an anion by a cation. The ability of a cation to distort an anion is known as its polarization power, and the tendency of an anion to become polarized by the cation is known as its polarizability. So, Poisson rule helps us to determine the polarizing power of a cation and the polarizability of an anion. So, according to concept of polarization, no ionic bond is completely ionic, as there is some covalent character in it. To understand it, let's proceed with some examples. Na positive and Cl negative. Here, Na positive has 10 electrons and 11 protons, and in Cl negative, number of electrons are 18 and number of protons are 17. So number of protons are less than the number of electrons. So outermost electrons in Cl negative is loosely bound to the nucleus, and therefore Na positive, which have number of protons larger than the number of electrons, have a strong tendency to attract the electrons. It will distort the electron cloud of Cl negative, and this causes the covalent character in the ionic bond of Na positive and Cl negative. Now move to the further examples. Mg2 positive and Cl negative, Al3 positive and Cl negative. As polarization is directly proportional to charge and is inversely proportional to radius, so small highly charged cation can polarize atom easier. In Mg2 positive Cl negative and Al3 positive Cl negative, here higher charge result in tighter control over electrons, and that is electrons are strongly bound to the nucleus. If charge is small, then electrons loosely bound to the nucleus. In these examples, Al3 positive and Cl negative, as Al3 positive can easily polarize to Cl negative, because Na positive and Mg2 positive has smaller charge than Al3 positive. So Al3 positive has higher polarizing power, that is strong tendency to polarize an anion. Here the word strong strikes in mind that it is hard, and as it is a cation, so it will act as a acid. So we can say that Al3 positive is a hard acid. Now we consider different examples. Al3 positive F negative, Al3 positive and Cl negative, Al3 positive and Br negative. Polarizability of an anion increases as its size increases. So large size of anion implies that outer electrons are further away from the nucleus, and electrons are less firmly held by the nucleus and are more easily polarized by cations. Thus we conclude that Br negative has high polarizability and B negative have low polarizability. As it is hard to polarize F negative, and it is F negative is an anion, so it will act as a base. So we can say that F negative is a hard base, but Br negative and I negative can be easily polarized, thus these are soft base. Interaction in acids and bases. Here in lithium fluoride, that is Li positive and F negative, lithium ion is very small in size, thus it has a very high tendency to polarize an anion. But here F negative has a very small size and its electrons are strong bound to the nucleus. Thus, polarization does not exist. And therefore, lithium fluoride has ionic nature dominant. But in case of lithium iodide, Li positive and I negative has a large size, these electrons are loosely bound, and Li positive can easily polarize to I negative. So polarization exists here, and Li positive, I negative has a covalent nature dominant. Now, in case of Li CS positive and F negative, CS positive has large size and having very low polarizing power, and F negative has very low polarizability. Thus, CS positive has no tendency to polarize F negative ion. Here, cesium fluoride has ionic nature dominant. But in case of cesium iodide, I negative has very high polarizability. It can easily polarize, but CS positive has very low polarizing power. It cannot even polarize to I negative. So CS positive has ionic nature dominant. Now, it's the hard and soft acid-base theory. HACV theory was proposed by Pearson in 1963 in order to explain the stability of the complexes formed by the combination of a Lewis acid and a Lewis base. All the Lewis acids and bases are classified as hard and soft acids and bases. Class A metals referred as hard acids and class B metals referred as soft acids. Class A metals, which are small and less polarizable, prefer to combine with non-metals or ligands, which are also small and not very polarizable. So Pearson called such metals as hard acids and the corresponding ligands as hard base. Similarly, class B metals having large size, more or easily polarizable, prefer to combine with non-metals or the ligands having similar properties. So Pearson calls such metals as soft acids and the ligands as soft base. The attempt of classification of acids and bases as hard and soft by Pearson is known as hard and soft acid base theory. So Pearson suggests a simple rule for predicting the stability of a complex between hard and soft acids and bases. Acids, hard acids prefer to bind with hard bases and soft acids prefer to bind with soft bases and gives stable compound. Now it's the classification of metal ions, class A and class B. Class A metal, that is hard acid, consists of alkali metals, that is Li positive, Na positive, K positive, Cs positive and Rb positive. Alkaline earth metal, that is Be2 positive, Mg2 positive, etc. And it also consists lighter transition metals in higher oxidation state, that is Ti4 positive, Cr3 positive, and Fe3 positive, etc. Class B, that is soft acids, consist heavier transition metals in lower oxidation state, that is Pd2 positive, Pt2 positive, Ag positive, etc. Now it's the third category, that is the borderline acids, Fe2 positive, CO2 positive, Ni2 positive, Cu2 positive, Pb2 positive, etc. What are the properties of hard and soft acids? So hard acids have the property such as D orbitals are either vacant or non-existent, smaller in size and having high polarizing power. These are mostly light metal ions and generally associated with high positive oxidation state. Soft acids has property such as nearly full d orbital, large in size and having low polarizing power. These are mostly heavy metal ions, generally associated with low or even zero positive oxidations. Now, it's the property of hard and soft bases. Hard bases associated with filled orbital, small in size and high electronegativity, low polarizability, hard to oxidize, and examples are NH3, RNH2, H2O, OH negative, and F negative, etc. Soft bases are associated with partially filled orbital, large in size and low electronegativity, high polarizability, easily oxidized, and examples are H negative, R negative, C2H4, I negative, Cn negative, and S2O3 2 negative, etc. Now, here in this periodic table, different colors are shown that indicates different type of elements, such as red color indicates the hard, yellow color for borderline or intermediate element, and blue color for soft. Thus, we observe that all the S block metals in their ionic state and the starting elements of 3D and 4D series metals in their ionic state are hard acids, and also some elements in P block such as aluminium, silicon, germanium, tin, all in their ionic state exist as hard acids, and transition elements of 4D and 5D series, that is coinase metals, act as soft acids. In P block element in blue color, in their ionic state act as soft base, and the elements such as nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine in ionic state act as hard base, and the rest of the elements in the yellow color act as borderline acids and bases. Limit applications of hard and soft acid base theory. Bonding in hard and soft combination. Since hard acids have generally vacant d orbitals, they can accept electrons from hard bases so that the bonding between acids and bases is predominantly ionic. And in soft, acids and bases interaction occurs mostly through pi bonding. So the bonding between them is largely covalent. Therefore, we conclude that hard acid hard base interaction is ionic and soft acid soft base interaction is covalent. The hardness and softness has no relation between with their strength. For example, OH negative and F negative, both are hard acids. But OH negative is several million times more basic than F negative ion. Now it's the stability of complex compound. A complex would be more stable if the metal and the ligand both are hard or soft. Example is AgI2 negative is stable, but AgF2 is not. If Ag positive plus 2I negative tends to form AgI2. Here, Ag positive, that is a soft acid, and I negative, that is a soft base. So AgI2 has soft acid soft base interaction, which is generally stable. And Ag positive plus 2F negative tends to form AgF2 negative. Here Ag positive, that is a soft acid, and 2F negative, it is a soft hard base. And soft acid hard base interaction is not generally stable. So AgF2 negative is unstable. Similarly, we have the examples COF63 negative and COI63 negative. COF63 negative has hard acid hard base interaction, which is stable, and COI6, that is hard acid and soft base interaction, which is not generally stable. Cause of reaction. Lithium iodide plus cesium fluoride tends to form lithium fluoride plus cesium iodide. Here, lithium iodide has hard acid and soft base interaction, and cesium fluoride has soft acid and hard base interaction. which are not generally stable. So they will react to form lithium fluoride and cesium iodide. Lithium fluoride has hard acid and hard base interaction, and cesium iodide has soft acid and soft base interaction. These are stable. HgF2 plus BeI2 tends to form HgI2 plus BeF2. Here, HgF2 has soft acids, hard base interaction, and BeI2 has hard acid and soft base interaction. That will react, that are not stable. So they will react to form HgI2, that is soft acid and soft base interaction, plus BeF2, that is hard acid and hard base interaction, which are stable. Now proceed to the other example, CuI2 plus 2 CuF tends to form CuF2 plus 2 molecules of CuI. In case of CuI2, copper has a plus 2 oxidation state, and in CuF, copper has plus 1 oxidation state. So higher oxidation state metal act as a hard acid. So CuI2 here a hard acid and soft base interaction, and CuF has soft acid and hard base interaction. So that will tends to form CuF2, that is hard acid has hard base interaction, and CuI, that is soft acid soft base interaction. Stability of a complex having different ligands. In a complex compound having multiple ligands, if all the ligands are of same nature, the complex will be more stable. For example, CuCN6 3 negative is more stable, and CuCN5F3 negative is less stable. Occurrence of metal in nature. Hard acids occurs mostly as their oxides, carbonates, or halides due to preferred hard acid hard base interaction, and similarly, soft acids occur mostly as sulfides or some as iodides due to preferred soft acid soft base interaction. Borderline acids can occur both as sulfides as well as oxides or carbonates due to their intermediate nature. Here are the examples, that is aluminium oxide and magnesium oxide. Aluminium and magnesium both are hard acids, so they will occur in the nature as oxides, or it may occur in the carbonates or halide. Limitations of hard and soft acid base theory. Hard and soft classification is useful concept, no doubt, but it has some tricky limitations as pointed out below. The prime limitations of the HSAB concept is that it is widely general and has no any direct quantitative scale of acid-base strength. And the second limitation is the inherent acid-base strength are not accounted. For example, OH negative and F negative both are ionic hard base, where OH negative is nearly 1013 times stronger base than F negative ion. So correlation between hardness and inherent acid is not yet to be developed. Now it's the last topic of my presentation, that is the symbiosis. Soft ligands prefer to get attached with the center, which is already attached to the soft acid, soft ligand. Hard ligands prefer to get attached with the center, which is already attached with hard ligands. This BF3 are the ligands hard soft, and BH3 F negative, that is soft hard ligands, tends to form BF4 negative, that is hard hard, and BH4 negative, that is soft soft. So F is linked with 3 hard bases, and H negative is a soft base, hence prefer BH3, where B is linked with 3 soft bases. That's the end of my presentation. Thanks a lot and have a great day.
थैंक यू वेरी मच बेटा तनु, बहुत अच्छी प्रेजेंटेशन बनाई है आपने, दिख भी प्रेजेंटेशन को जब आप देखते हैं तो बहुत मेहनत की हुई है, बहुत टाइम लगाया है, सिस्टमेटिक ढंग से आपने अरेंज किया हुआ है और लगभग आपने टॉपिक से रिलेटेड जितनी छोटी बड़ी बातें थी वो आपने सारी इसमें कवर कर ली। बहुत अच्छी प्रेजेंटेशन, थैंक यू वेरी मच बेटा फॉर दिस प्रेजेंटेशन।
Thank you, sir.